Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Diary of Young Believers. Last week we were talking about redefining ourselves with the help of my best friend Des, but this week I have a special guest again, the love of my life, Chris. He's going to be helping me talk about dating while on our walk with Christ. So we're going to be answering some questions about our relationship, kind of how we navigate through that, and hopefully you can take something away from it. So if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss out on these wonderful conversations that we're talking about it. And your input is always helpful, so you don't want to miss a conversation. So subscribe, comment, like, follow, whatever it is, just do it.
The link below, right here.
The link below.
Right here.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna put a link, but whatever. So like I said, I have Chris with me. You can introduce yourself. Just tell him
A little bit about me.
What's your name, your age, when you graduated?
Chris Blair. Everybody call me CB. Graduated 2017 from Elon University with a bachelor's in business management. I'm currently
with a concentration in Megan.
Jesus. But yeah, now I'm a facilities manager in Columbia, South Carolina. Things going pretty good. Excited, and basically just blessed that God gave me this opportunity.
No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes.
Yeah. So she says, "Introduce yourself," and then she comes in and interrupts me like this. But it's all good. This how it is. This how it is. But it's all good. Excited to see what's for the lead.
What's for the what?
What's about to happen?
What's happen? Okay. So anyway, so a little bit about ourselves. We started dating. We've been dating for 2 years. So we've known each other since my freshman year of college. He was a junior at the time. I was a freshman. And the rest is history. We're here. Yeah. So let's get started with this conversation. So we have a little, couldn't find a cup, so we have a little bag. We went shopping yesterday.
Yankee Candle, you feel me?
Yankee Candle. So we have some questions. We have some questions in here that we're gonna answer. We're gonna choose one, and you have to answer whatever you choose, and you can't get out of it. So we're gonna get started. So do you want to go first, or do I want to go first? Rock, paper, scissors. I won. Boom. So you go first.
First question. Is it easier to be your... Ooh, she can't write over here, boy.
You can't read. Is it easier to be on your walk with Christ single or dating?
I want to hold it so I can feel it.
He is so annoying.
Is it easier to be in your walk with Christ single or dating? I feel like it's easier single, just because you have nobody holding you accountable. Like, you can do whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's between you and God, but like, you ain't got nobody really pushing you. But I feel like it's more beneficial when you dating somebody, because you got that person that can hold you accountable. That person that'll be like, you was wrong right here. You know what I'm saying? This is how maybe we could do it next time. So I think it's definitely more beneficial when you're dating somebody. What do you think?
Oh, I was about to add my 2 cents. I definitely feel like it depends on the person you are. I feel like if you're somebody that succeeds better when you are kind of by yourself, the walk with Christ may be easier because you're only allowed to focus on you and kind of like not have to take somebody else into consideration. But like, obviously when you're dating, you have to kind of, yes, it's about you, but it's also about your relationship. So you kind of have to, you're working on 2 different things. You're working on your walk with Christ with yourself. And you're working on your walk with Christ with someone else. So I just feel like it depends on the type of person you are. I might be biased, but I feel like it's been easier doing it kind of with somebody, because like you kind of have somebody that, like he said, to hold you accountable and motivate you, because it's not always easy, but you have somebody to keep you grounded. Boom. My turn. Shake and bake. What has been the biggest challenge with your walk with Christ while dating? So personally, my biggest thing is probably the order in which I kind of handle things. I think in the beginning, mine was it was like my relationship, God, and then me. But over time, I learned that a lot of challenges came in our relationship because my order was kind of messed up. I felt like now it's God, me, and then my relationship. Obviously, because God is always at the center, always at the forefront. He's always at the beginning. Yeah. And then you're
mad. She get mad.
Shut up. No,
it's me.
No, but then because obviously I've noticed that like when I was approaching in a wrong order, like I wasn't putting myself first. Therefore, I wasn't the best person I can be in our relationship, for myself, for God. So I feel like it was definitely important to make sure my order was right. And once I got that, those challenges weren't as difficult. But I think the biggest challenges definitely was just making sure like my order was correct and how I approach life. God, me, Chris. What about you? What's your biggest challenge?
Her order wanted to be God, Megan, Chris. That's what she wanted to be too. Nah. My biggest challenge, basically taking things out of my own control. I like to control situations or environments or, you know what I'm saying, circumstances, because I feel like if I'm in control of it, I know what's about to happen. I know if things go left, I can blame myself and not blame nobody else or put it on them. Like, I told you that's what's going to happen. So, I mean, how I handled that, really just give God all control, because whatever's going to happen regardless. Like, for real. Like, there's too much. When you try to control too much stuff, like, you put more stress on you.
Yeah.
So, you might as well just give it to him anyway, because it's already his. So, that's how you deal with that.
I definitely think that was the biggest challenge of our relationship versus just like individual. I feel like us learning how to like not control things. We both like to control it and having our way, because I feel like it just, I don't know. But learning when we kind of just start letting God have, like, we're nowhere. We still got work to do, but we definitely have learned to like not try to control things ourselves, especially with our relationship. Just kind of like letting God have the reins of it. Chris time.
What has been the biggest challenge?
That's the same question.
The same question. What are things you need to do? What are things you need that help keep God at the center? I mean, really humble ourselves, pray, like, for real. Because, like, I feel like we know when we not going for God as God. God is good.
God is good.
But like we know we going off that path, because then we just start getting irritable and like every little thing become a big thing. So like,
and it goes left real quick.
So what we do to put him at the center, like we make him the center. Like you gotta prioritize God, just like how you gotta prioritize different things in your life. Like you prioritize going to work. You gonna go to work every day. Okay, you gonna prioritize eating because you gonna eat every day. But why not prioritize God? Like just give him 10 minutes a day, and then over 7 days, that's 70 minutes. So you spent 70 minutes of your life with God. You know what I'm saying? In a week.
Chris knows how to do math. Anyway, so what are things that we I think you nailed it. Just making him a priority in our relationship. Okay, last question for me. Wait, we have 2 questions, so I'm gonna pick which one I want to do. How do you hold each other accountable? I keep him in check. I think he knows how important this is to me. He knows like this is just something that I have been working. It's a part of who I am, and I feel like that's the same towards him. So I feel like we know each other so well that we can kind of see when each other's slacking. So I'd be all up on that phone. Hello? Did you talk to God today? Hello? Did you read your plan? I stay invite him to read plans with me on the Bible app. So I know when he reads it. No, I'm just kidding. But we just stay on each other because I think we push each other. We know each other so well. So we can tell even when we don't say to each other that each other is slacking off on our walk with Christ. So, because it comes out in our relationship in different forms. We start getting irritable. We yelling about things we don't even usually get mad at.
Y'all know that sound like the first answer that I gave to the last question, right? Like it's gonna correlate. She reflection of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be a reflection of God. So when I reflect from God, God reflect from me to her, and then from her to like y'all. You feel me?
Nobody's following what you're saying.
Look, at the end of the day, if you keep God first, anything that's gonna trump anything. But how we hold each other accountable.
I already answered the question.
Yeah, but you didn't answer.
So what advice would you give to anybody dating or anybody going to date?
I mean,
what is one advice?
One advice. Don't try to be like nobody else. Be your own self. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't
get used to living uncomfortable.
You start living. Yeah. She asked me the question. Talk. But look, I love it. Yeah, just be your own self. Don't look up to no idols. No, really. Okay, yeah, they doing it the right way because everything that glitter ain't gold. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Like, keep it real, bro. You gotta read the Bible, and he gonna show you how to be successful in a relationship. And like, we still working on this every day.
My advice would definitely be just. So why just worrying about yourself? I feel like the one advice would just make sure it's just you just know like when you're in a relationship, like it's about you, but at the end of the day it's like about God. It's about glorifying him through your relationship. It's like sometimes you do want to get mad, you do want to hold grudges, you do want to have pride, but it's kind of like how can you show the goodness of God to others in your relationship through your relationship if you kind of can't demonstrate that towards each other. So you have to have grace for one another, you have to forgive each other, you have to be patient and love each other like despite people's ways. But it's just, I just definitely just know like it's about glorifying God in your relationship. And thank you for joining us, Christopher. It's always a blessing.
In the flesh. It's
always a blessing. You know, I hope that you're able to take something away from it through all his long explanations. I hope you were able to grasp the main idea of it. Yeah. But anyways, like, subscribe, comment, share, post, reshare, I don't know, everything. Okay, thank you for joining us, and be sure to keep up to date with what we're posting. So follow us on social media, one more so me, and then yeah, we can do it.